Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Let's go, Plunderers. This show is so brutal, man. Right when you think you know a good amount of everything that's about to pop off, they just slap you in the face and say, "Nah, you know nothing. You know nothing, sir." I am flabbergasted. I just wanted to say that word. I apologize. This is what you do when you have other shows that have done it and done it and done it and done it. Try to do anything different, and I bet you'll surprise people. I have never been thrown off so much by just what they showed this week, man. That was pretty much a beautiful way to usher in not only a relationship of weird proportions, but a honest to goodness, messed up backstory to truly say that this person has shown no signs of the pain and torment of 300 years. The first time we really get to see him and get to like understand what he's about, to then see the absolute devastation of just taking 3 to 4 people's life. It felt like he only took the people in the back's life, and I was like, man, he really wants to kill you a whole different way, buddy. You're screwed. But no, he just happened to cut everybody's head off much faster or swifter than he did that guy for some reason, or that man's neck is just that strong. But with being threatened to force Lich's hand to kill, to take life, to just be a soldier in general, right? Be a person that is in a war, and you can't be that person you are right now. So be what we are, be what we became. And as you notice, he really does actually not only appreciates, but you know, um, he gives them a compliment of, joining the ranks pretty much of what it means to be a soldier, what it means to be like them. So it's now one of these things that I honestly feel like they're just uh, adding more and more criteria as to why you should believe what you see with the world, and what's going to continuously get worse over time. Not even someone who wants to be completely neutral and hurt nobody in the case of taking their whole entire life away from the world has gone off the deep end, and it's almost like this soldier gets to experience something that maybe he never even thought was possible, was breaking the iron will of this kid, knowing that if he doesn't do what he's saying right now and kill him to save all of his friends, someone's going to do something even worse to him in battle and actually go through with it, unlike this soldier, which was the cherry on the oof, oof. Like, not only does he tell you, you gotta do this or your friends will die. Not only your friends, but your friends' friends and your friend's mama. Because he's talking about something big. Something that not only if they don't get destroyed in the blast radius, the air itself could hurt these people over time, being a nuclear bomb. So, I I think we're going to see quite a bit of what they're going to do with these suggestions of just everything we've seen so far. Um, Lich being who he is in the future compared to who he is right now and why he's becoming Lich. Um, and it was interesting. Someone was talking to me about how the author himself kind of uses time travel, and I was more open-minded to it, but it almost wound up being what I was saying it to be. Like, there's only so much that could change, and then the future exist, right? Like, the future, but they're present, you know? And for instance, if I have a kid with a girl today, and then 300 years in the future, that kid is still alive somehow, and he comes all the way back to the present day right now where I don't have the kid, and he tells me, if you don't have me, uh, the future will be destroyed, and I don't have him. He won't exist, you know, like then his whole entire world or whatever I did to the world would not have existed, and that world would like break down and start anew, or not even start anew, just be completely different. It'd be a whole different timeline that's being created. So Lich becomes everything that he practically was going to become in the 300 years, taking on the burden of every single kill on the behalf of his friends so they actually don't have to. Not knowing that there's hundreds and thousands of soldiers out there that could be possibly on the battlefield, which clearly is the case with how much of a count he has, which also is the most sickest thing ever. If there's just fodder around, let's say a boss shows up with like, oh, for instance, the girl with the glasses showed up with all of her henchmen. Him killing those people in the behalf supposedly of his friends, the ones that are probably dead and gone from 300 years ago, and he could probably just dedicate that to every single friend that he befriends. He then now kills and destroys every single person, and that's a wrap. You know what I mean? He gets stronger. Every person he's killing, he's getting stronger because he's killing them for friends. The sword gets stronger. It's just the same as the bailiff, the ball that we saw with 1,000 on it, or 10,000, and that's just pretty much his sword. And we saw it on the girl who sent him here. Hers was like on her face because of the time travel was probably so strenuous. I don't know. I really do like where this is going. One second, I need to send this out for work. And I honestly do believe this show has just pretty much given us a glimpse into the future of maybe the changes of Lich, just not allowing Hana or anybody else around him to see this side of him that just came out, that pretty much pushed him to the breaking point and destroyed his body and all that stuff. Well, it didn't destroy his body necessarily, but he's pretty much incapacitated right now to the point where he can't defend many people where he's at. But granted, seeing his perspective and how everything is, it's kind of crazy to know that the person who just gave his blood to Lich, like, what the heck is he? You know what I mean? Like, how is it that his body fluids or his blood or whatever all was introduced in this experiment turned Lich into this, someone who can see bullets pretty much in slow motion or not in motion at all, and then by just tapping them, he's sending them with just as much velocity as when they came out of the gun, as him just redirecting them, right? This is an amazing way of showing the main character in a different light of how they want to, and I definitely mess with that. Not to mention the fact that everybody who we've seen thus far that's pushed the envelope in the case of um, the people with numbers for just mostly Gel. Like, we've only seen Gel like push the envelope, and the girl that showed up with the helicopter. They have some ridiculous talent, and they clearly can probably get stronger if they wound up with the ballot that Hana was walking around with. So her dedication and her overall like way of wording her love to him was amazing. I mean, some people are not gonna like it because they'll be like, "Oh, it's just a girl getting and doing stuff for a guy. Oh, she got naked pretty much just to do something." Like, I get it. I got you. There was a different way she could have done that. She didn't need to take off her shirt and bra, but it just goes to show you she had been watching him do all the things that he was doing, and the one thing he loved doing the most was trying to see the shower time or the bath time, right? So instead of him probably doing that because he's already lost maybe motivation to be that guy during this time where he's trying to take out people for his friends. It's funny that she went all the way out, right? She didn't go half, she didn't go semi, she went for it. And if he didn't care after that and getting kissed and that, it would mean that, he really just doesn't care. And it also leads more into the point of him getting rejected all those times by girls, waiting for 300 years, becoming friends with them and stuff, and then kind of forgetting that there's one person out there for him, and she told him to wait so they can actually start a family together and whatnot. So I don't know what to tell you guys. This show is amazing. I could go on for a while, but I have work soon, so I would easily talk to you guys in the comment section about anything that I didn't go over or anything that you guys want to hear me talk about. But overall, Plunderers is getting right back to where we left it. They have been sucked back to the present, and I can't wait to kind of see if there's going to be more interactions with people from the past. For instance, the guy who got his face straight up sliced. How did he stay alive throughout of it? And it didn't even seem like he was alive in that moment of them checking on him. So uh, I think there might be another blood transfusion or something for him, or I don't know. I'm interested in a lot of results that weren't answered this week, but we did get the main answer of why Lich is so strong, why Ace is the Ace that we know him as in the present, and just what he could still become because of how broken his count is on his weapon. So I'll talk to you guys in the next one. I'm your boy, the Anime G, and I hope you have a good day, night, evening. And I picked Sephiroth because he also got like weird experiments done to him, and then he uses the same time. Come on, it's obvious. It's obvious. Or it's not. Go look up Final Fantasy VII Remake or the original, or the Average Children. Go watch the movie. I'm sorry. Peace.